Going on, everyone, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to solo mine Pulsar. What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the RabidMining YouTube channel. Rabid here, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to solo mine Pulsar. Now, before we do get into this, please hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, and bell notification to be notified for future videos. And this will also work for any coin you are looking to mine when it does come to utilizing Zergpool, which I find is a pretty amazing pool, and I am not sponsored by them in any way. So I will be showing you guys how to solo mine in Windows 10 as well as hiveos. I got to give a big shout out to TechMan, who did actually point me towards solo mining Pulsar on Zergpool, because this pool alone, I know a lot of people like to use something like, say, Unmineable or something, but when it also comes to CPUs, you can only utilize mining Monero or XMR, which is the same coin, but it is one of the least profitable coins to mine currently, where there are so many other profitable CPU mineable coins out there. So you can do essentially all of that stuff here, even with your GPUs. Zergpool, I'll make a video on Zergpool if you guys want to see later on sometime. But you can mine whatever you want and get paid out in pretty much anything that you do want. So that's a big bonus of using Zergpool in general. All right, so let's just jump in and get into solo mining Pulsar. So we're going to need all the parameters to set up our miner. We're going to be utilizing RabidMiner for all of this. So we're going to need North America. Remember, pick wherever you're from. Don't use my exact settings because the latency may be too high if, say, you're in the UK or something. As for the algo, this is curvehash. So we're going to pick curvehash here. Payout currency, we're solo mining Pulsar, and we want Pulsar. So we're going to be picking PLSR, if I can find it here. So PLSR right there. Targeted coins, again, it's going to be Pulsar. And then the algo here is PLSR. And then you can put your wallet address in here if choose to be. If you already know it, you already know it. And then also, of course, we're going to have to check the solo tab here. Now, this is everything we pretty much need to get up and running. As you can see here, we have our algorithm, curvehash. We got our stratum that we do need to mine this. Enter your wallet address into here like we do with any other miner. And then our password. And that's the big key here, is what to put in your password when it does come to Zergpool. So see here, this is the coin you're going to get paid out in, PLSR. So we're getting paid out in Pulsar. MC, this is the coin we're targeting to mine. So we're mining Pulsar, getting paid out in Pulsar. And then now M equals solo. That means we are solo mining and not pool mining. Next step is you are going to need to download RabidMiner. You don't have to use RabidMiner, but I highly recommend it because as of its last update about a week or so ago, they did increase the hash rate on curvehash across CPUs by about 40%. So using at least version 0.9.3, this will utilize the most amount of hash rate for you. Link will be in the description for this miner, as well as, any links you want to look into, whether it's CPUs, parallel miner for server power supplies, or anything you're looking for. Check out those links and be sure to use them because it greatly helps the channel. So we're going to move down here and we're going to find the Pulsar or Delio. So I have two set up for solo. I also have some for pool mining. You can see I have 16 and 28. This is just because I named it something separately. 16 threads utilized and 28 threads utilized. So I'm just going to jump into the 16 threads utilized here, edit that. And then we're going to kind of go over how to set this up so that you can see how to do it. Mine's already set up, but I'm just going to show you what to take out of the, parameters we already set up earlier and throw them into the miner itself. So right off the get-go, looking at the miner, you may see something a little bit different. You may not, especially if you're a newer miner here, but you can see there's two dashes here where they're only showing single dashes. Now, XMRig and other programs, if you're using the bat file, they only use single dashes. But RabidMiner, it does use two dashes. So I do have to point that out just in case you exactly copy this across the board and you're running into issues and it's not mining. That's probably why RabidMiner is using a different type of parameter input over other ones. But all we really need to do here is we got to copy over our stratum. This is the pool address that we're going to be mining to. So curvehash.na mine.zergpool.com. And this is our port, 3343. You're just going to take that. You're going to copy this in right beside the pool here. You always want a space after that. So you're going to copy that in here. Get your wallet from your address, so you already have it set up or whatever. You're going to go to your receiving address. You're going to double click on this, just copy your address, and that will get your address here, and then you just copy that into the wallet here. Now, if you put a period, and then you can put your worker name. If you have multiple rigs, obviously you can put rig 1, rig 2, rig 3. You can put 3900X1, 3900X2, or depending whatever CPU. Name it whatever you want. But just after your wallet here, you add the period and then your worker name. That's where you can that's how you can tell the difference between what rig is doing what. Another difference here is you can see the -- password, where a lot of other miners, they only use a -p. Regardless, this is still your password. So this is where we got to copy in all this C equals PLSR, comma, MC equals PLSR, and comma, M equals solo. Copy that straight over into your password field, and this will tell you what we got going on here. So again, the coin we're going to get paid out in is Pulsar. MC is the algorithm or specific coin we're going to be mining. That is Pulsar. And M equals solo means we're going to be solo mining this. And then again, in Windows 10, if you do want to change your threads on your CPU, you just go --CPU-threads space and then 16. Now this is 50% of my CPU. This is a 5950X in my workstation. So if I wanted a full thing, I could just get rid of this line completely. By default, you will fully utilize your CPU, or I could just plug in a 32 here. I want to drop in a couple threads. You know, I go 28, 26, whatever. So however many threads you do want to utilize, just add this little command prompt into there and adjust your threads accordingly. Now that you have your bat file set up and you save it and everything, I do recommend, if you haven't yet, right click on SRBMiner multi, hit properties, and make sure this does run as an administrator every time by clicking this little box here. Run this program as an administrator. Always run your CPU mineable programs as admins. That enables the huge pages as well as your MSR mod if it's needed for whatever you're mining. You can, normally just right click and run as administrator, but sometimes you may forget or something and it won't pop up. So for this way, all you gotta do is do what I just showed you. And that way, when you run your command or your bat file here, you just double click and you see it'll be prompted, yes, I'm running as an admin. So that's just like a fail safe there to make sure it always runs as an administrator. All right, guys, so now we're going to jump in the hiveos, and I'm already assuming most of you guys have it either set up to mine Pulsar to a pool or something. If you already haven't, then just check out my how to mine Pulsar video. But we're going to set up a flight sheet here. Wallet and everything's already installed. I do show you how to go over that in those previous videos, so we're bypassing the adding a new wallet in here. But we're going to mine coins, so we're going to find Pulsar here. PLSR, our wallet is our Pulsar wallet pool. We're going to have to configure it in the miner because there are no pools loaded into hiveos itself. And again, we're going to be utilizing SRB multi, and then we're going to name this like test video. But we're not going to save it yet. We're not going to create that flight sheet. We're going to go into our setup miner config, and this is where we're going to utilize how, this is like setting up our miner program in Windows itself. So hash algorithm, we're going to be utilizing curvehash here. Curvehash, our wallet. So we're going to need our wallet. We did copy that earlier. I'm going to paste that in there. Worker name, I'm just going to hover into the eye. It'll pull all your things that you already have. Now we're going to need our server port, our server address and port. And that is this that we have here. We're just going to copy that out of Zerg pool straight into here. And this is where our password has to go in. So we're going to copy everything from our password here. Copy that over, paste that in here. And if you want to, change your threads or something around, you can just go like this. So you can see right here, number of CPU threads, no threads for the first algo and all threads for the second. Now you're not going to want that. We're just going to drop this. So this is all threads for the second. It's 0 defaulted. Again, 32, 16, 300. And so that's all. That's oh, wow. I don't even want to know what kind of CPU has that many threads, because that would be an absolute beast. But yeah, so like 16, 30, just adjust it however you want. I don't use this. I run all my hiveos stuff straight out all the way, so I don't even fill that in. And that's it. You're pretty much ready to go now. You just apply those changes, create your flight sheet, and you're all set. Now, if I want to run test video on Pulsar, I just hit the rocket ship, and that's it. This rig is now mining Pulsar on the flight sheet we just created. So I'm just going to get rid of this and go back to my old one because we're all set. But that's how easy it is to get running in hiveos. That's how pretty much simple it is to get running in Windows 10 as well. Fairly straightforward, simple stuff. Just to go over some previous, profits here. Yesterday I did hit 7 blocks. It was 6 and then 7 at the time of editing. Right now, currently in the past 24 hours, I'm at 4 blocks here. The difficulty did come up. It's guessing time to find a block is anywhere between the 4 to 7 hour mark. It's been bouncing back and forth, but I am still sitting at 4 blocks so far, even after the release of today's video. So we're still looking fairly profitable here. And again, like I still have over 12 hours to find another 2 or 3 blocks. So we still got plenty of time moving forward. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. It's that quick. So if you are solo mining Pulsar or you plan on doing it, let me know how you're doing, how many blocks you're hitting. Are you staking Pulsar? Do you like Pulsar, or do you just, thanks for the video, I'm going to try a different coin instead type of operation? Either way, let me know in the comments. Be sure to check out that description for links that you may potentially be looking for in terms of hardware. And I will see you guys on the next one. Rabid out. Thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't seen one of these, be sure to check them out. And if you already seen them, maybe you missed something, might have to watch it one more time. And if you just let it play in the background, that's all right as well. I do try to live stream every weekend as well as every couple days during the week, so be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss that. As always, have a great day.